This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We absolutely adore this man. Enmore Theatre, Sydney Comedy Festival. It's on. And if you want to go see Joel Creasey, his brand new show, boom, you got to head to livenation.com.au, but you can also catch him 4 o'clock every day with Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. Joel Creasey, welcome.
Hello,
Joel.
Friends. Yeah, the show is called Boom, but I'm kind of targeting the Swifties, and she did her eras tour, and mine's more of my eras tour.
I love that.
So, am I saying that her show went for 3.5 hours and I've managed to do it in 2.5 minutes at the end of my show? Is that a soft plant? No, that's a hard plant.
That's good.
I definitely do it every single night.
But you haven't made that many errors over your time.
Well, I
Because
haven't
he's so
done...
young and gorgeous.
Oh, thank you very much, Kate Ritchie. Likewise. No,
You get it right every time.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you know, working with Tim and Ricky Lee has taught me a lot.
How not to do it?
How not to get dumped. But I have made some errors because I actually haven't toured properly in a good few years. So, look, I've been banned from a hotel chain. I've been held hostage in an Airbnb in LA.
What happened there?
Oh, well, I booked in to stay at an Airbnb in LA after I was dumped by my ex. For the purposes of this story, I'll call him Jeffrey, like his parents did. And I booked in with someone
Oh,
who...
hang on a second. I've just got the errors joke.
Oh, mate.
I love you, Kate.
Come on.
I'm so sorry. I was like, okay, I'll just laugh along. Errors. Maybe it's the way it's pronounced. You mean mistake.
Mistake.
Okay, back to Jeffrey.
Yes, yeah,
I'm
I
up
made
to
so many
speed.
mistakes. No, it's fine. So he dumped me, but I found out 24 hours before I was meant to go to a Hollywood film premiere with him because he's an actor. Let's go with that.
Sure, okay.
And I sat on that information for 20. Well, he didn't. I knew he had found someone else, but I sat on that information for 24 hours because I still wanted to go to the film premiere.
Yeah.
So I went along. I was front and centre in every single one of the
Jeffrey
photos.
Rush? It's not Jeffrey Rush.
Actually, yes, you've outed me. It was Jeffrey Rush. Yes.
Wasn't there an Epstein?
Yeah.
Okay. Rush was enough, mate.
Ghislaine's actually my publicist. That's how I got on this morning. And so no, Jeffrey with a J. And so I made sure I was front and centre of every one of those photos. And then I'm so petty that there was a big party after, and I pretended like I was drinking, but I stayed on the waters, plied him with plenty of drinks. So the next morning I could go storming into my bedroom and go, "Get up! I know everything." It's okay. I'm medicated. I'm stable now. And yeah, he said yeah. So I went to LA and I went to do the Edinburgh Fringe Festival and went back to LA and booked in an Airbnb and the man held me hostage for 24 hours. And the man is the son of a very, very famous soul singer who you'll have to come to my show to find out about.
That's called a hook, everyone.
There you
Joel,
go. How's that for a sell? Boom.
The patience that you have to wait 24 hours. I've always
I'm petty.
I know, but I've
And the
always
effect
thought
is
about
better
this.
than drama. You're building drama.
Yes.
A revenge act on a cheater. I've always thought, I wonder if you could sit on that and get them back, Kate. So even if it is your grand plan of waiting a couple of days before, you always hear those stories of someone at a wedding and they say, okay, I love this man to death, but can everyone just check under their seats? And there's photos of him hooking up with
Oh my God, that
her
happens?
best friend. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
That must be
happened
straight
before.
weddings.
Well, Fitz, what about when you went overseas to meet a loved one and she dumped you and then you got her back by making a couple of international phone calls and what else did you do again? What?
Well, I left a few. I went all the way. Kyla was her name, and I went all the way over there, Joel, at the end of the football season, and I said,
Oh yeah, and then that's in January, right?
yeah, that's correct. We usually finish around September.
Yeah,
went
nice,
over
okay.
there, and she said, I'm not joking, got off the plane, went back to her house, and she said to me, I'm so glad you're here because I needed to tell you face to face that I can't do this anymore.
I mean, how do you get
gosh.
back at her for that?
I was in Phoenix, Arizona. We were staying at her auntie and uncle's
Wow.
house. I made around about 18 hours of phone calls back to Australia.
Oh no.
And left gifts in every room of the house that we cannot say on air.
Oh my gosh. Well, what I did.
Oh,
Surprised it's getting,
slow today.
That took me a moment.
getting warmer.
Yeah, well, I wrote my ex a letter right in the middle of the night because I was leaving the next day, and I got
Same
up,
ex.
same ex, and I typed it out on my computer, and then I went and sat in the kitchen and wrote it out by hand because I wanted to be perfect, and then I sprayed it with my aftershave and handed to him as he dropped me off at the airport. Never heard from him again, but whatever. I wrote an entire book smashing him, so I feel like I've gotten that off my chest.
So you thought that he might open that, smell your scent, and
and be like, come back from Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
Sure.
So when can we see you here in Sydney? When should
In
we
Sydney,
be
I'm
coming?
playing at the Enmore Theatre.
In May.
Mate, very soon, in a couple of weeks, and it's
Great.
filling out, so come along. I do a big song and dance number at the end. If you want to get involved, feel free.
You're playing the 2nd to 3rd of May. 2nd and 3rd
Yes,
of May.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fitz.
Joel Creasey, can you stick around? We've got a segment we like to call Write My Reply. About
God,
relationships
heaven,
when you
yes.
don't know how or what to reply to a text message.
Oh,
you
I
may
do it
have
for all
got.
my friends. Yeah,
Do
of
you?
course.
Great.
I think I've done that for you in the Drive studio sometimes. You're like, oh my God, this girl, she's taken 3 weeks to reply now. This is what she sent
Yes,
through.
you have helped me out before. Okay, we'll be perfect.
Oh, I just got a text from my mom.
Yes, because I'm a texpert, an expert at texting.
Write my reply.
That's right. We've all been in a situation, often at the start of a relationship, where you might gather around with your friends and you say, "Guys, help me craft something here," and you become so specific about every word.
Oh,
that you
yeah.
write.
I write it out in notes first.
Do
Oh,
you?
do you?
Yes.
What about when you become nervous and you'll write the message before you actually put in who it's going to?
Oh, in case you don't. Yeah.
In case you accidentally send it
I think you should
halfway
always
through.
sleep on it. Write a
that's
text.
good advice, but
Have
I
a
never
little
do.
sleep, and then you never send.
That's why you're so late to reply, are you?
No.
Sleeping on that one again, guys. All right, Mark's 27. He kissed Danielle, who's 25, at the work Christmas party last December.
Oh, my gosh.
They've never spoken about it again, but recently Danielle's been a little bit flirty. So this is a text message from Danielle to Mark.
Okay.
Here we go. Yo, Marco Polo. Sounds like a bit
Oh,
of a
no. It's a bad start.
I've booked us a room for 10 a.m. Tell the boss you're on a call with a supplier and we can talk through the elephant in the room. Surely both of us can work it out with a wink emoji.
That's inappropriate for the workplace.
Is it?
I don't. I think it's quite full. I don't think there's anything to break
It's,
down
it's
there.
fairly forward, isn't it?
Well, 10 a.m. like in one of like the hot desking areas.
Yeah, but the
or-
thing
I
is-
don't know.
Oh, you're talking about a room within the building.
Yes.
I thought you meant a room at a hotel.
No, that would be even more. That would be fairly direct.
Yeah,
the thing is,
Formula
One. I think Danielle. I mean, to Mark, Mark has to kind of work out where he wants to be professionally as well. So
Yeah.
it's very sensitive times, 2024, on
I
how you
know.
behave around colleagues. So he should be fairly generic with his reply. But it sounds like she is.
She's hubba hubba.
Surely we can both
The
work
words of
it
Mark
out.
Holden.
Joel, can you break down first of all the opening
Marco Polo.
Marco
introduction?
Polo, okay.
You're the comic. Is that a gag?
Well, this is a heterosexual relationship. So, because normally I just reply 3 eggplant emojis and 3 water spurt emojis.
We should have done a guy on
be
guy
like,
one.
yeah, be like, can we make it 9:30? I would say no. What about like after work, meet up for a drink or maybe a coffee? Is this? Do you think this is a sexual thing?
I think it is, but if you're talking about a meeting room for 10 a.m.,
I know.
Danielle's got to work and thought, I can't hold it in any longer.
Oh, Danielle sent this to Mark.
Yes.
Yes.
Mark's about to be eaten alive.
And is this the day
girl
after the
power.
Christmas party
no,
or
it's a
months
while
later?
It's a while after.
I reckon Mark's moved on, Danielle.
Maybe
Yeah.
Danielle knows Mark has moved on and therefore she's being so direct because she might be thinking, hey, every guy likes to,
So is she
Get it
going to
on.
be?
No, they don't. Not everyone does.
Can I also...
For all my
the
experience being a
reference-
man.
I'll speak on behalf of the men.
Is there a sexual reference in there with the elephant in the room?
Oh, maybe
no.
he's.
No, I think you're getting way too bogged down in things. I'm going to corner him in the workplace. This is affecting our working life, but I think she's done the wrong thing by being a bit flirtatious within a work environment.
Is she
because
going to
that's
be
a
in
no-go zone.
her lingerie,
Well,
like
that's the thing,
across the desk?
Because even using the term, we can both work it out.
With
Yeah.
a winking emoji.
Yeah, so like you're going to physically work it out.
No.
We're going to really work this out until the working out is over.
Oh, well, I believe in true love. I'm a real romantic. So I would say,
So you think
With your dog.
yeah, only with my dog and my dog only.
Yeah.
I'd say, do you know what? I'm going to throw caution to the wind and say, just do it. Get in there.
Joel, have you ever made out with anybody on work premises?
Kate, is now the right time to tell people?
Oh my God. This is
Fine,
so good
this
for
is
my reputation. Yeah, this is why I had to leave the drive show.
Finally revealed.
At 10 a.m.
No, have I? No, I did used to date a comic, and that was a mistake.
Really?
Yeah.
So industry.
No,
You did work at Nova a very long time ago.
I was
Joel,
a
didn't you?
Casanova. Yeah.
Did you ever
when I
hook
was
up with
18.
anyone as a Casanova?
No, because they're all way too good looking. Also, I was on my P plates when I was a Casanova. Like, I wasn't allowed to drive the Casanova car.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but I knew the boss, so that's how I got the gig.
Was that what
Not
it
this
was?
time, like the
Right,
15 years ago in Perth at 937. No, I'd just say do it. Do you know what? Throw caution to the wind, get in
Yeah.
there, do it, see what can happen. Just make sure there's some blinds and a lock.
Well done.
Joel Creasey.
I don't think.
Always.
Are there locks on the work offices now?
No.
Can you lock the doors?
I don't
If
think
this
you
is a
can.
text from someone internally, feel free to use the drive show office because no one rocks up till about 2 p.m. and the stuff that's gone down in there is far worse.
And you've got a curtain there as well, don't you? You've got a sparkling curtain.
We've got a sparkly curtain. I wonder why that's up.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
Don't look at the whiteboard.
If you want to go see Joel, it's the 2nd and the 3rd of May in Moore Theatre. It's the new show, Boom. Go to livenation.com.au or stick around this afternoon, 4 o'clock. You can
Oh,
catch
yes, I'll
him
be back, of course.
with Ricky Lee and Tim. Thanks for coming in, Joel.
Mwah, love you guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.